If I get this wrong, I could fry the whole car again. I'm using outrunner motors for a Beast class drone, but you may be wondering what electronic speed controls I'm using. Well, once again I decided to go an unconventional route. I wanted something more heavy duty, but I couldn't stomach the cost of buying 4 Castle XLX2s that people are commonly using. I came across VESCs, or VESCs for short, which are used for electric skateboards and bikes. And I actually tested 3 of the options with my dyno before I settled on the MakerBase 84100, rated for 84 volts and 100 amps continuous current. These are £65 each, and with the motors at £45 each, that means my whole power system adds up to £440, so no more than a single Castle XLX2 and motor. So these are cheaper, but what other differences are there? Well, they use field oriented control, or FOC. This means that the timing of the motor is always optimised to give the maximum torque rather than being fixed, potentially making them more efficient. Next, and this is my favourite difference, they have phase current monitoring and control. Phase current is proportional to torque. It means that with the throttle you're directly controlling torque production, and a regular speed control doesn't do this, so it's down to the driver or a throttle delay to optimise the torque and prevent wheel spin, and there's the chance of applying too much phase current and setting the speed controller and or the motor on fire, as I found out before by accident. Whereas at a constant throttle, the VESC will deliver constant phase current, torque and drive force, potentially making it easier on tyres and batteries. If you want to learn more about what phase current is and how it relates to motor kV and RPM, then check out my video series on that topic that I made while I was learning it myself. It was a risk to go for these speed controllers, and if it wasn't for the work I did with my dyno, pushing them to the extremes and optimising their settings over hundreds of runs, I wouldn't have had the confidence to buy the full set of them and design my car around them. Here's the final specs for an actual test of one motor. Remember, I'm going to have 4 of these. 12 cells, 110 phase amps, 81 battery amps. I hit 19,000 RPM, putting in 3.7 kilowatts or 5 horsepower. Based on my calculations, this should propel the car to its 200 mile an hour goal. So there's hope. Powertrain selected, I had to get it installed in the car. Yes. Initialize. seems alright. No issue. Well, it doesn't want to go backwards. Oh. Right, this is a few hours later. I've added position sensors to the front motors, which should help it pull away and reverse and things like that. So let's see. Oh yeah, no issue. Back it up. Back up a little bit more. Yeah, that is awesome. Oh my, bit of wheel spin. Cool. Yeah, garage test run, success. Yeah, so here we are. First test run of the beast. I found this bit of a car park that's not too busy. It's covered in stones, but I think it'll be alright just for a first little drive around. And then I've got the option of going out on the road there. Once there's a lorry there that's about to go, then it'll be nice and clear for me. Right, here we go then. Got to arm it first, that'll help. Yeah, there we go, there it goes. What's the turning circle like? Oh, it's bad, but not the worst I've ever seen. Probably thinking, what have I seen that's worse than that? Oh my God. Yep, you can see the power it's got there, can't you? There's a bit of steering trim. Yeah, that is ace. Right, so I've come out on the road. Kindly, someone's fixed this drain cover. That's the one where, on my intro sequence, the cone hits it and takes flight. There's still a big hole there, or not big, but the sunken drain cover there. It's not ideal, but I'll just have to be careful and go round that. I think firstly, I'll just try and get the thing going straight. Yeah, I might go up there a bit further. Start near where that hole is, that bad drain cover is, and then I can give it the beans up the road then. There she is. Oh yeah. That looks awesome. If I just reverse it onto this. Yeah, this is a good place to give it a little burst, because there's a lay-bar on the left I can pull over into if I need to. And nice and straight, it's uphill, which will help braking. So here goes. It is speed on the speed. That's the speed limit I've currently got on it. Oh my, the brakes are great. That is reassuring. It's always reassuring when your brakes work, isn't it? All right, well, let's I might call that it for this first test. I might up the speed limit, and I'm going to try running it on 12S as well. Awesome. Just having it. Here we go then, so I've given it double the speed this time on the ERPM limit, and I'm running on 12S as well to check that that doesn't give any funny issues that I'm not expecting. Sorry about the slight noise there, there's someone decided to park up there. Hopefully I don't crash into the back of it. But yeah, this bit along here is nice and smooth, so I should be alright. Yeah, let's give it a go. Arm it. Here it comes. Holy. I'm going to just reverse it back. That thing was ripping along. That was scary. And it wasn't even going that fast. And I had the mechanical brakes on. Oh, I knew I'd forget to take them off. What an idiot. Oh my goodness me. Right, I'm going to give it another run of the beans. Yeah, the brakes work well. Almost too well, it turns out. I don't think that did any damage though. Right, I'm going to stop it there though. Oh. Hello. Not the only one with some illegal electric vehicle then. Oh, yeah, let's see what speed I was doing when I had that hairy moment then. Stop. Read. 48 miles an hour, yeah. Oh my God, the Beast car works. Yeah, I've just had the first couple of test runs of the Beast, including its first crash, which was unexpected, but it was because the brakes worked so well that it locked it up and sent the thing sideways. And I'm actually glad to find that the brakes work well, so there's a bonus there. It worked well on 6S and 12S, so 12S was no problem. It reminds me a bit of the Cone actually, when I first drove that in exactly the same place, which is no bad thing because we know how that went when I took it to Rossa, basically much better than expected. So I can just hope and pray that the same thing happens again. I mean, I've shown with the dyno the potentials there. It can give, the motors can give good torque up to over 200 mile an hour RPM, so we'll have to see if I can keep it on the ground and keep it in a straight line. I think I want to buy a gyro.